just
Hey,
amazing.
I'm gonna let you guys know I was in there, and for the most part, almost nobody did anything.
I saw there were people staying in the roads.
Yeah,
Staying
but I watched
within the
that. Hey,
road
and you know it's so hard for the fake news to show that video and be like, these massive rioters here. I'm like, they're not even getting out of their little lines. They're supposed to be walking in and down a row, and they're doing that.
It was a tour without a time, is what I think a lot of those people were believing. And there might have been 300 people there with the intentions, like they had the zip ties or they had the thought process of that, in my opinion.
Well, you know what they're doing. Yeah, I think the greatest thing is because certain groups had radios, which we all use to communicate. When me and Jason are out, we'll have a radio because your phone signal isn't working when there's 100,000 people around. And they act like they were organizing a militia group or something. It's like, no, we all have these generic $35 Bofang radios.
Okay, but I want to say even those people had those kind of stuff. I mean, like maybe there was like 10 to 8.
All right, yeah, we're on Telegram too.
I was just saying, if there was 1 million people there, to say that there was less than
1.5
0.5%.
million people, and if we wanted to take over and just do whatever the hell we wanted to,
I have a
we
channel,
would
and then I
have.
also
That's
Not to mention the
exactly
fact
it.
that some
We
of
have a
us were
channel, too,
special veterans, they could just do
We were there to support, to let people know that we stand behind President Trump 100%. We were there on the 12th, and then we were back again in January. We're just there to show everybody that President Trump is the winner. Landslide, hello.
I felt like the 12th, though, was a precursor to the 6th, because when we were there, they never allowed for the violence, right? So they had us running around in circles the whole time, preparing us to come back. So they just never let us encounter Antifa, so they could be like, just come back January 6th.
Yeah.
It was like a setup for us to be there.
I said, don't go that way.
Yep.
And then I called you, I said, don't come this way. And then here
What's up, buddy? I stood next to you when Antifa tried to blow us up like 2 months ago, remember?
Oh yeah.
All right,
You know,
well,
I'm
we're
like,
back
I'm
over this
just
way.
saying,
Right.
that, like, if we wanted to do bad things, we would have done bad things, but we didn't do bad things.
Yeah, I
I mean,
saw-
like, Patriot doesn't mean destroy my own house.
No, I'm glad to see you're out, bro. I saw you got arrested.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. I saw you. I was like, fuck, man, I fucked up. So I stood next to you. I'm like, that's the nicest guy. I'm like, the whole time he's been trying to make
Why would
peace.
anybody think that I would break the nation's capital? I'm like, bro, I was in there to like stand up for Patriot.
Yeah, man.
Means love my country, serve my country. It doesn't mean anything else besides that.
Yeah, man. I've been around you a bunch of times, man. You're nothing but peaceful, you know?
I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine.
Well, good to see you're out.
Thank you.
They thought I was a liberal. It's so funny.
How long were you in for?
A month.
Oh,
It took me right before inauguration, and then my first release hearing.
I was in the GOP
I didn't
2
even
weeks
have a
ago.
judge. I had 2 prosecutors. My prosecutor's ready to sentence me to life in prison, and I was like, that's not okay. And finally, my next judge. I mean, like, it was a white woman that felt like just hated Native Americans.
Thank you.
And I hate to pull the race card because I'm like, our side's not really for that, you know what I mean? But I mean, like, I don't know how to feel when they kept looking at my picture, and she kept getting, and it was like every time she looked around at my picture, she got angrier, and then they kept bringing up the fact that I had feathers in my hair and war paint, and I was like, what the hell does that got to do with anything? I was like, man, I dressed like that to go to a Trump rally. People dress like that to go to a football game. I'm like, how's that any different than saying he is black and he was wearing cornrows? I was like, why is that okay in a federal courtroom to sit there and say this guy was wearing feathers in his hair? I was like, fuck, that's racist as shit.
I don't see how that's even a point, you know?
It was like all over my paperwork. It was all over my hearing, and I was like, why is that okay?
So you're cool now, or do you still got
I
legal
got 6
problems?
charges on my federal indictment, and I hope to fuck. And then I apologize for my language.
No, dude, let it go.
I seriously hope that none of that has anything to do with me wearing feathers in my hair. 'Cause I mean, like, I'm
That's
Native
ridiculous.
American. Why should I be ashamed of my tribe? Why should I be ashamed of my culture? And I get out of jail and I find out white people are not allowed to be white anymore, and they're doing like the white program. That's
The whole
racist.
world has changed ever since you got out of prison.
Yeah, I'm like, that's racist as all hell. I'm like, I don't know a Christian way to say it. I'll just be like, wow, you are not allowed to be white. And I'm like, bro, why are people being shamed?
Yeah, bro, it's tough
Can we
being white
just
these
stop
days.
the shaming?
Exactly.
Stop the shaming.
There you go, buddy.
If you're white, dude, be white. If you're black, be black. I'm red.
What tribe?
I'm Iroquois, Blackfoot, and German Jew, but I'm not ashamed of my blood.
I'm part Wampanoag.
I'm like, look at me. And somebody's going to sit there and go, that guy is not a Native American. And I'm like, okay. I mean, be proud of who you are. I mean, like, why you got to be ashamed? Shame is what brings all this gay culture to our life.
I agree.
They're like, hey, your uncle did bad things to you. It's not okay. But it doesn't mean everybody else has to be all right with it. What's up, Indy?
So
Hey, get a photo of an Indian with a Native
There you go.
American.
Oh, look at this. Look at the racism.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm the Indian
feathers,
Columbus was looking
dots,
for.
feathers, dots, feathers.
We gotta get
I'm like, get this. Hey,
no,
everybody.
let's do this.
I was
Hey, everybody. A Native American is with the Indian.
No, the American Indian is with the Indian.
I'm not an Indian. Dots, feathers.
dots and feathers.
It's Columbus's fault, isn't it? Yep. He
That
was
guy
looking for me and he
retarded
found
as
him.
hell. That was retarded
Okay,
as
hold on,
hell.
hold on. Let me take a picture myself.
Oh, with the Mexican.
With the Mexican right here. It was Orland first. Got it. it was California. Remember California, Sacramento, California?
Yep.
So, bro, one more question.
Hey, don't be ashamed of
Is there a chance you go back to jail? No, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there is?
Oh, yeah.
So when did you? Jeez. So when did you find it?
I
When did you
got
find
6
out?
charges on my federal indictment. I got a felony. I've been in college for 20 years. I'm about to be a tax lawyer and a forensic accountant.
Just because you went into the Capitol?
I didn't do anything wrong, bro.
I didn't-
And all these
I don't
people are
even-
like have some kind of shame, and I go, for what? I didn't do anything wrong. Nothing I'm embarrassed of. Of course I'm gonna go with you. I missed
Nothing
you.
I've done. They went 2008.
No,
Well, good luck, buddy. Hope everything works
I
out.
appreciate it, brother.
Yep. I'll see you around.
And I went, so I did something 3 years ago.
Let's go to the bar.
And he threw me out. Wow. Fool, even though I can never grow. I straight said to him, I was a dumbass. I was a moron on a megaphone.
That's good.
I said it on their thing. I was a dumbass. Thinking, being a little bit humble.
Yeah. What's going on?
Antifa.
Yeah.
I was being respectful and I didn't say nothing to you because you're an idiot. That's why you're on the ground right now. You're an idiot. I'm tired of bullshit to put America through and I won't put up with it.
But they're going to be released within like 2 hours.
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
Where's the lawyer guild douche? Where'd he go?
Fuck Antifa!
The trainee's gonna go down, huh? The thing. The thing. Oh, she's an it. On the flag and stuff.
Gender fluid Antifa. Gender fluid Antifa. We have a non-binary Antifa member being taken to the building over here. We don't know. Mark one down for the unknown squad. Unknown person apprehended by the local law enforcement.